Hey, what's going on, guys? So today we are revisiting the Mora Eldris and the Ozark Trail neck knife. All right, so there's a couple things that I want to talk about here a little bit. The very first thing is, you can see the paper in the background. We got an x-ray from our channel buddy, Dennis. Now, if you didn't see the first video talking about the Walmart fixed blades, Dennis has access to a x-ray machine, and he was so kind to have sent me an x-ray of those three knives to show whether they are full tang or not. Well, he saw the recent video and he did it again for us. He happens to have an Eldris and he happens to have this knife, and in the background we have an x-ray of both. So we're going to start there. We know what this looks like because we saw this in a previous picture. All right, we have a partial tang that goes into the handle here. All right, to roughly there. It's not quite the center point. All right, maybe, I don't know, 40% in, something like that. But the question is, what's going on the inside of the Mora Eldris? Well, let's take a look. There you go, a much longer tang. Now, technically, it's not full tang. Some people might argue that because the bottom here, it's coming to, let's use this as a pointer, it's coming to about here. All right, so from here on, now we have a huge lanyard hole in here. It's just one of those things. I mean, full tang to me is full tang. I like to see metal literally at the very base poking out if I were to call something full tang. But that's pretty long, pretty darn full, right? Let's say almost full. I would say this is more of a 85 to 90% tang. All right, so very interesting to see, you know, how this is laid out in there. The shape, because we just have this kind of barrel shape on the handle, so you would never know what's going on the inside unless, of course, you had an x-ray of it. So first off, Dennis, thank you so much. Thumbs up from all of us. Do really appreciate stuff like this. I wish I had my own x-ray machine. I do this with every knife I do a video on or talk about, or just for my own curiosity. But it is interesting, and now you might wonder why they have these little cutouts. That's so that the molded plastic actually sits within it, so you have more strength so it doesn't pull out so easy. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff here. Now, something else I want to point out that that Dennis actually showed me, but I've seen this before. It's nothing new. In fact, someone even commented on one of my videos about it, and that is using the Eldris backwards inside of a sheath. All right. So if you take your knife, and even though I have a lanyard on here, it's not going to matter because there's plenty of room in the sheath, but you put it inside the sheath backwards. All right. Now you have to very carefully push this down, and you're kind of jamming it in there, and now you have a longer knife. All right, so that's the idea behind it. Now, I don't know if Mora advertises this as a feature or a function. I personally don't like this. I heard about this a long time ago. I actually heard about this before I even got an Eldris for myself, but I thought that's probably pretty unstable. All right, so even if I jam, because it's not like it clicks in or anything, all right? So you have to kind of jam this in, and the first part, we have a ridiculously sharp knife here, and as you're trying to jam this in, this leaves you open to possibly rubbing your edge and cutting yourself tremendously. That would not be good. But let's say you are very careful of putting it in there. Even if I jam this in with all of my strength, all right, and I pull on it, and I pull on it again, and pull on it again, and pull on it again, you can see it's wobbling, right? So first off, we have a very short run of blade here, so I don't really see why you would need the extra reach. I suppose if you had one swing and a wild animal or something, I wouldn't even do that. I'm not even going to suggest that, because if I was fighting a wild animal, I'd want this firmly in my knife so I could stab the thing over and over again until it gets off me. You know, stab it in the eyes, stab it in the mouth, stab it in the chest, the heart, the groin, whatever it takes, right? That's right. If I was fighting a massive wild animal, a predatory animal, I would stab it in the eyeballs and the groin, because that would be painful to any animal. And that sounds gruesome. I don't even know why we went that direction with this. But I guess my point is that, yeah, this is kind of cool that that works like that. I don't know if they designed it like that, but even if they did, even if Mora said, hey, this is how we want you to use our knife, I just wouldn't do this. All right, it's kind of a cool little discovery, but personally, I would stay away from that because I do not feel like it's stable enough. When you have any sharp knife, you want to hold the knife, all right? Now, if this kind of clicked in, if there was notches, and you can really, like when you sheath the knife, you can hear it and feel it, all right? It just kind of clicks in. Let me be quiet so you can maybe hear this if you don't have one. See that? Just little boop. And that is really, I think, the end of here on the inside of the molding of this. But regardless of whatever it is, even that is not super stable. It just gives you enough so it's not falling out. All right, so even if it did the same thing in the reverse, like if it kind of clicked in, I still wouldn't trust it. I would literally want some kind of system that goes through, like if you had, I don't know, some kind of a bolt or something that went through the handle. But even then, I don't see a huge need for it, to be honest. You have a tiny run of blade. I don't know why you need it all the way out there if you have no cutting edge down here. And it doesn't really, like I said, give you the leverage because, I mean, it's just a plastic sheet that could break if you put too much pressure on there. So I personally wouldn't do that. It's kind of a cool discovery and all, but like I said, I would stay away from it. So Dennis, huge thumbs up. Thank you for showing everyone, including myself, what's going on the inside of this knife. And again, in comparison to the Ozark trail knife. I just thought that was really, really cool. And I did want to touch upon the whole, sheath making the knife larger issue. You guys can tell me what you think. Everyone has an opinion. Just because I feel a certain way doesn't make it right or wrong. It's just how I feel about it. I've been wrong many, many times in my life. And I'm sure it's not going to end today. So if you think I'm wrong and that's the best thing since sliced bread, then let me know. Let me know if you actually use that. But I told you my reasons as to why I won't use it like that. But yeah, just wanted to touch upon these things here for you. So that's it for now. Thank you so much again, Dennis. Really, really appreciate it. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Of course, let me know your feelings and opinions down below. How do you feel about that inside of the Mora Eldris? And how do you feel about this little setup here? Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.